Hi everyone, myself Ayush and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are going to take a look at the .env module in Node.js and what is the use of .env module in Node.js. So without wasting any time, let us dive into the video. So starting the discussion with what is .env. Basically, .env is a module in Node.js where that we can use to create environment variables in which we can store some of the sensitive information, some API keys, some port numbers, or basically you can store some basic constant values in an environment variable format in the .env file. So starting off with the installation part, we are going to install the package here npmi.env. Plus we are going to install the express. It's going to take some time. It's going to install both of these packages here. And after that, we are going to initialize our basics package.json file npm init -y, and it's going to initialize it. We are going to have some basic configurations related to the project. Let's do Alt C here, zoom it a little bit, and the express in the script, we are going to specify the start as nodemon server.js, right? After that, the main file, we are going to specify the server.js as the file. Create the file. Let's create the file server.js. From here, all this coding stuff is going to be started on. So let's clear the console. Run this npm start. It's going to run the server here. And okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write here console.log hello world, just for checking is it working or not. Now you can see it's working. So what I can do is now we can basically import all the downloaded modules here. Let's say const.env is equal to require.env. And after you have imported .env, now you can see there is no errors, means successfully imported the module. After that, you need to write here .env.config, and that's it. After you write these two lines of code, what will happen that now .env can be used, means the .env file can be used in your Node.js project. So now in the .env file, what I can do is I can create any kind of variable. Let's say port number. So basically, we are going to create a server. So we are going to have a port number as well. So let's say the port is going to be 8000. Let's save this. So our port number is 8000. We are going to use it in the server.js file, and you see how we are going to do so. We are going to say console.log process.env dot. Now after writing process.env, you need to specify the environment variable name. So right now we have given that as port. Now if you go on to the console, you can see it is printing 8000, which I have stored in the .env file as port number, right? So you can see process.env.port, the variable name, it is printing out the value of that variable in the .env file. That's it. That's all about the use of .env module, basic use. And now what I can do is I can create a express server here. Now we can say our const express is equal to require express. After that, we can create our application here and let app equal to express. And now what you can do is you can just skip this .env, these two lines on the top of your file, and even you can just compress these two files into one line. That you can do by simply removing this line and writing in front of the require statement .config here. The same thing is going to happen. It's going to now also work. The .env variables can be used now also. So you can see let app equal to express. We are going to run the express function, and after that we need to listen to the specific port number. So let's say app.listen, and now we want this port number here. So we are going to write here process.env dot port port number. It's going to use this port number that we are having in the .env file here to create the server and listen to port 8000. After that's done, let's run a callback function to see is it working or not. So let's say console.log listening to the port, and let's here plus the process dot env dot port port. And you can see that I'm writing this process dot env dot port again and again multiple times. So what you can do is you can create a variable here dot let port equal to process dot env dot port port. And now you can replace all this by using the port variable that we just created here, port plus the port. Let's give some that here now. That's it. I can see it's saying listening to the port 8000. So let's come up to Google and let's see is it working or not. So I'm going to come up here and let's say localhost 8000. Now you can see it is saying cannot get slash. Basically, you need to specify some roots for your project. So let's say app.get slash question. Then we are going to have two parameters, request as well as the response, and the response let's send .env tutorial. Welcome to .env tutorial. That's it. Come back to the website. Now you can not website. You can see the server file, right? Localhost 8000. Now you can see welcome to .env tutorial. That's it. So that's all about .env module. So I hope so. Whatever I've just explained, you got it right, and you now from now onwards you are not going to get confused in the .env module as well as the package in Node.js. And that's it. That's all for today's video. Meet in the next video. Till then, see you.